Am I live? Am I here? It took me a minute. I was trying to get everything straight and make sure I share everything before I actually hit play because I didn't want to be clicking around before y'all got in here. Yes, squad in the house. Yes, Zay, Danielle, Seth, the private investigator. I might need your services, honey. Sultry sister Diane. Roll call. Like this video right now. Like this video right now. Like it. Subscribe. Share. Like and share. Like and share. Do all of that. Let's see. We're going to get some more people in here so we can talk about this. Let me see if Zills can help you out, Jazzy. They said I had too many mods, so I took a whole bunch of people off just because I had too many. No reason, no rhyme, no reason. Hey, Lanina, K Boogie, Seth, the private investigator, Nikki, what's up, what's up, what's up? So I wanted to come on today or now, or, I just did a blog post. Like literally while I was sitting here watching TV, I just did a blog post about Kevin Hart, right? And the situation of his friend being involved in the extortion attempt against him. As you recall, Kevin Hart back in September of last year was involved in this huge sex tape scandal. It was a lot of Instagrammers, I guess, caught up in it. It was a lot of bloggers caught up in it. It was just a lot of drama. People was accusing Kevin Hart of getting social media shut down, all of this stuff because he didn't want that tape or that little clip or whatever it was out there. The lady who was in the clip went public, hired Lisa Bloom, because everybody was like, she did it. She trying to get his money. And she went live and was like, look, I didn't have anything to do with it. In fact, I'm a victim too. And so I remember the post that I did, I shaded her like, how the hell is she a victim? She with this married man who just got married and his wife is pregnant. But she the victim because I guess it was brought public and everybody shaming her and all of this stuff. But anyway, come to find out, she may actually have been the victim because now his friend has been arrested and charged with being the person behind the entire plot of hiding the phone or the camera or whatever it was that filmed it, of going out and hitting up all the gossip sites and trying to sell the clip. It was all someone who was right there with Kevin Hart the entire damn time. I mean, your friends know, well, the people you perceive to be your friends, because I'm not going to even call this person a friend. I mean, Kevin Hart was doing wrong. True enough. But your friends, your real friends, wouldn't do something like that. They know you ain't shit. They know, and if, most of the time they ain't shit either. Or if they are about something, they are normally the people who are trying to talk you out of doing something dumb. You know what I'm saying? If they're really your friend. So here we have a friend who is married. Kevin Hart had just got married. I don't know if he saw Kevin as this person who, has everything that he wants. And, and Kevin is throwing it all away by, I don't know, womanizing and spending money, because apparently this dude was traveling with Kevin. He saw, Kevin's a star, clearly. Kevin's getting women women throw themselves at Kevin all the time. So apparently this dude was jealous. And my thing is, if you were at the hotel when Kevin brings home the chick, you're at the hotel, you got time to plant the camera, you got time to think this out. Apparently, I mean, you was doing the same things that Kevin was doing. So if I'm, what's his name? JT Action Jackson. If I'm his wife, I'm going to be looking at him too, because if Kevin doing some ain't shit, you was doing some ain't shit too. But in the essence of y'all both doing ain't shit, You trying to come up on some dollars. And I'm just at a loss for words. It just made me feel some kind of way because Kevin wasn't shit, but the friend ain't shit either. So, but the friend did some illegal ain't shit by trying to extort his friend out of money to stop, you know, him from ruining his image. Because, you know, before that, you know, I mean, Kevin admitted he cheated on Tori. Tori admitted Kevin cheated on Tori, but Tori was vindicated when, you know, Kevin got caught cheating on Nico. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Kevin did what he did. He's been out on tour. He's making even more money talking about being busted. But I'm just at a loss about this friend. Let's just forget what Kevin did for a second, because everybody's still going to be focused on Kevin. Kevin cheated. He deserved what he got. He should have been outed. Blase, blase. That's a moot point. Y'all know I love that word. That's a moot point because the truth is going to come out eventually. The friend didn't have to do it. Now, let's focus on this friendship for a second. Again, I'm a victim of this as well because I've had friends who, and I'm not going to even call them friends, because they weren't my friend. I already know that. And I always love to say I've never lost a friend because all of my friends are still my friends today. But, okay, so let's dig into this friend. I'm going to call him an associate because a lot of people are hangers on. This friend, how can your friend go from outlet to outlet to outlet pitching this video of your friend having sex with somebody else? I'm just at a loss. I'm just totally at a loss. You want me to tell my truth? Here's my truth. A lot of people, I like the quote of insects are drawn to light. So a lot of people who see you as the light or as you know, their way out will be drawn to you. Those are facts. I've had a lot of that in my life. I'm free with information. When I first started blogging, at least, you know, I had been blogging for a few years, and I'm like, oh, this is good. I can live off this. I can eat off this. I might be able to take care of my mama. I wanted to share that with my friends. You know what I'm saying? So I would meet people and I would call them my friends, but they weren't my friends. What they were associates or people you meet in passing who was drawn to my light and wanted to eat off me. And that's what I see from Kevin's guy. I mean, they say he was a professional bowler. He was this, he was that. But how did it get to the point of y'all been hanging out for 5-10 years and you decide that you want to make money off of this man's relationship pain? I don't know. He said one of the dangerous snakes are the jealous people with whom you put in your... That's true. That's true. The people who are closest to you are the people who are the most dangerous. But what about those people who try to get close to you to, you know, try to destroy the things that you built? Those are the people that, you know, I'm just like, there's a character flaw there. There's something wrong with that. And it just really bothered me. He was desperate. He needed money. Okay, so if you're desperate and you need money, the first thing you're going to think of is to extort your friend. If I'm that desperate, I steal from somebody I know before I steal from somebody I know. I'm just trying to figure out what, you know, your cousin, yet I love you. What are you talking about, Zills? I'm up here trying to read the comments. I need to stop reading the comments. But I'm just at a loss for words because, okay, if you go to the post right now, straight from the A.com, and they were saying that, you know, they've been investigating this for months. And now the LA district attorney, they arrested him. And they arrested him. And Kevin Hart has gone on and went on social media saying, wow, I'm just devastated. I can't believe that this happened. I don't know. And I'm wondering if the guy's wife knew about it, if she was, pushing him to do, like, at some point, you have got to know that what you were doing was wrong. It was incorrect. It wasn't anything noble and good about it. As far as if he was going to outdo for, cheating on his woman, why not just outdo? Why would you try to extort him for money? Unfriend material. Oh, thank you. We are very quick to call people friends. I say that all the time. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not here for your well-being. Everybody does not hope that you win the most. What was that quote about? Most people was, I'm going to get this so wrong. Most people, the people, you have to pay attention to the people who don't clap when you win. That's one thing. But the people who are watching the closest are the people who are waiting for your downfall. And those are the people who are like walking right beside you, watching what you do, wondering why they're not as far along as you are, wondering why you can buy $8,000 purses and, they still struggling to pay their rent, wondering all these things. I don't want to keep my enemies close to me. What I want to keep close to me is people who have my back. I want to keep my enemies as far away as possible because, I don't know. You learned the hard way. I learned the hard way several times as well. And, sometimes the hard way is the best way because if it hurts you like financially, if it hurts other relationships, if it hurts anything else, you realize, well, damn, this was an expensive lesson to learn. I don't ever want to learn this again. I don't ever want to hit this brick wall again. I just had to go to the post. In the post, you may notice JT Jackson did the for the dick challenge, but his was for the pussy challenge. And he was saying all the things that he would do for the P. And the comments up under his video are hilarious because basically they're saying stuff like, oh, he must have rapped this right before he tried to extort Kevin because he was saying he'll tell for the P. Anyway, there are, let me see, hold on. Jackson is accused of trying to extort an undisclosed amount of money from Hart between August 25th and August 30th, 2017. He allegedly had a video of the actor with the woman in Las Vegas, and he's also accused of trying to sell the recording to numerous celebrity news websites. Mantia Sabag, I guess that's her name. She was the woman who was on the video, and at the time, as I said earlier, she everybody felt that she was in on it, that she somehow got in the room and hid a camera. Because, between the two of them, she had the most game when you think about it. But apparently, she hired Lisa Bloom. When she hired Lisa Bloom, that was another red flag because everybody was like, uh-oh, Lisa Bloom is in. So we know it's all about some money. But anyway, but when she came out, she denied that she was a part of the extortion attempt. And now Lisa Bloom has even hit the tweets to say that she represents Mantia Sabag, the woman in the video. Mantia and I are delighted that the alleged extortionist is being brought to justice as a crime victim in this case. Mantia has fully cooperated with police since the beginning. And again, she was never accused or charged with anything. So now you're like, okay, she's a side chick, but she's not an extortionist. One crime isn't bigger than the next, but one is illegal, like we were saying the other day, and one is immoral. So, one goes to jail and the other one just has to live with, the consequences of it. I was certain too, Sean, that she was behind it. I actually recall doing a video speaking about it, and I was like, ugh. So yeah, that was my issue today. I just wanted to come in for a few minutes and just, vent for a minute about this whole friendship thing and how people, get associates and friends confused. I mean, you can have all the associates in the world, You can have people who, you know, help you every now and then, who you can talk about certain situations with every now and then. But what you got to do is just be careful about who you let in your circle. Be careful about who you tell all your business to. Be careful about who, just be careful, child, because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody is not your friend. So Josh ain't my friend, child. Josh isn't here right now. I don't know where Josh is. And let's speak on that for a second. I am not tied to the hip to anyone. Joshua has his channel. Michelle has her channel. Every now and then we come together and we have fun. So if you see us together, we together. If you don't see us together, he ain't here. But anyway, he said Josh is hunching. I don't know. He might be. You know, they said I've been doing too many lives, so that's why I got on live today. Only because someone went up under the comment section and said that I keep doing a whole bunch of lives about nothing. But I'm like, but y'all watching, so does that mean they're about nothing? Or does that mean you just don't want me to do a live video? Because I don't know. Zil said, basically, stop asking me about Josh. Yes, stop asking me about Josh. Okay, it's 10:30. I'm going to take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usher's son. I'm going to do 5 calls. And they will be limited to 2 to 2.5 minutes a piece. Y'all don't never pay attention. And Zill's telling me I need to start just hanging up on people. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. Hold on. Let me find the conference call app. Conference. So is Biggie going to grace you? I don't know where he is. Come here. He might be asleep somewhere. I'm going to use the same phone number from yesterday. It's 718-362-6360. And the PIN number is 856-6608. Repeat it. 718-362-6360, PIN number 856-608. Oh, here he is. I'm like, y'all care about Biggie more than you care about me. That hurts my feelings. Say, people. Wait. I gotta call you.
Please enter your PIN number.
Yes, me and Josh are beefing.
Thank you. Joining the conference now.
We have a call. Caller 9158, you're on the line.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, I'll put you on hold.
Okay.
Super chat for more seconds. That's what Zill said. Super chat. We need all the coins. I got to get my dog's ears glued this week. I don't know what's going to happen because they're turning green. So we got to get his hair done. The phone number is 718-362-6360. The PIN number is 856-6608. I'm gonna be like, is you ready?
Okay. Yes. I'm looking for a quote. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
I'm in the chat.
Okay.
I am
You don't want to say your name?
amazing.
Okay.
No, I don't.
That's okay. That's okay.
I work in public service, so I don't want.
You can be anonymous. What city you calling from? Can you tell us that?
Never mind. Florida.
Florida. Okay.
The Tampa area.
Okay.
Yes,
cool.
ma'am.
So, what was the quote?
Ma'am. Okay. The quote said, "They ain't gonna help you if they feel like you're gonna be bigger than them." So you have these friends that, I don't know. I'm a girl, but I have had my share of people in my circle that just became too shady. And I'm the type of person, oh God, I would just leave you alone. I distance myself till you no longer exist. I hate taking chances with people because I have been burned a couple times.
That's true.
And it's just not, it's crazy. And I'd rather not have that type of toxicity in my life. But as for Kevin Hart, I don't feel sorry for him. It's unfortunate that his so-called friend did that to him. However, karma was going to meet him anyway. And it just came sooner rather than later.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Sean. I agree. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you for taking my call.
And thank you for the quote. Caller 2100, you're on the line.
Is it me?
Is it you? Yes. Hey.
Hey, ATLien. This is Firestarter Tarot. How are you?
I'm good. And just for the record, it's ATLien.
Oh, ATLien. Okay. You know what's crazy? A friend of mine just moved down there from DC about a month ago.
Oh, cool.
So I just wanted to touch on this situation. Me personally, I don't, the term friend is not really the term that I use, because a lot of times your friend will gather information, and a lot of times people will try to learn things about you and become you. So when you're doing better than certain people, they want to, just take from you, and they want to use you and abuse you. I've gone through that many times. So, you just don't want to walk on eggshells with anybody.
Are you saying no friends at all, or just be careful with the people who you choose to be with?
I don't really have, okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't really have female friends.
What?
I have more male friends. Yeah. I know it's strange, but maybe it's because I'm guarded, but I've had a lot of negative situations with a lot of females. Pretty much most females that I've come in contact with in my life.
Okay. Well, I've had wonderful experience with the female friends that I have, and the few male friends that I've had have been petty, messy, and I'm not even calling friends, the associates that I have known that are male, but then they weren't straight. Well, then again, one was.
Well, maybe that's just like the karmic card that I was dealt, but I really, really hope that one day I'll be, because I feel like friendships are a relationship, and I do feel like that's a blessing. So, hopefully in this next chapter of my life, I'll be blessed with, because friends are ever changing, and you can meet people and just click with them.
A reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's what they say.
Yeah. And hopefully I'll be blessed with a beautiful group of friends, female friends one day.
Definitely open your heart to some female friends, because it's a lot of stuff that we go through as women that we need female friends in our lives, just, to talk about and to, to share with, because, we just need them. We just need a good, solid group of women.
You know what's crazy though? I'm always the person, because, I'm a spiritual advisor. I'm always the person that's giving people advice, and I don't really have, a lot of people become my friend because they want to have somebody, there's a motive. They want to have somebody that they can always ask questions, to, and, it's just kind of hard in my field.
Yeah.
Because I'm always the person that's helping others. So I'm always the martyr. I'm never the person that I can look towards somebody to help me, because they always feel like I have the answers, but they don't see in my weak moments or the times when I need help, nobody ever asks,
Yeah, I get it.
And, and and you know what I wanted to ask you? First of all, I wanted to say congratulations on your new channel, and I wanted to say that I was watching you for a while. I love you very much.
Thank you.
And this is a little bit off topic, but I wanted to know, is that an app or what's the name of this caller line that you use?
It's an app, and it's called, hold on. It is called Conference Now. Okay, and I have an iPhone, and it's an iPhone app. And so it generates different numbers. You know, you could keep a number for 30 days, but I like to change them often because I don't know if, somebody's watching the last one and might call or whatever. But yeah, you could change the number as much as you want.
Well, you know what? Spirituality is big business and spirituality is tax-free. I definitely want to be a part of your workshop, and I definitely want to work with you in the near future. So definitely. I'm Firestarter Tarot here on YouTube, and I love you so much. I support you.
Oh, thank you.
And real recognizes just because I've been through so many haters, and I've had situations where people have tried to do so many different things to me on YouTube, and I admire you for just remaining classy and keeping your head held high, and I hope that God blesses you in everything that you do, and I hope that I would just be able to be great to even work with you in any capacity in the future.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna go check out your channel too tonight.
Okay, it's Firestarter Tarot, and Leos are mad at me. I'm gonna put you guys' stuff up tonight.
Okay.
So God bless you in everything that you do.
Oh, thank you so much, and I appreciate your call. Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was Firestarter Tarot. I'm going to check out her channel right now. Zill's is already over there, Firestarter. And I appreciate your call. Caller 3924. See, I can't be hanging up on people. I give people 5 minutes if they positive. Caller 3924, you're on the line.
Hi, how are you, Michelle?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Just sitting here and listening to everything that's been said. It's crazy that I've been just talking to this she's a sister. We've been literally friends since we were like 2 years old. I was just talking to her a few days ago. I think it was maybe Sunday. But anyway, I had a friend. She wanted to move in my area, and I allowed her to stay with me because she was a quote-unquote friend, and basically start her life in the area where I was living. And now we were friends for well over 20 years. I met her through my cousin, and now it's just like I missed the baby shower because I was literally sick. She knew that I was sick that entire week, and it was an attitude, and we haven't talked for almost a year and a half, 2 years now. And I'm just like the last caller. I just step away from situations because I try to be a positive person and keep positivity more than any negative in my life. Sometimes negativity is just going to come anyway. But at the end of the day, if I can leave negativity out, I will. And do you think, and I feel that I'm always the one that's apologizing when I don't even know what's going on. She eventually told me after about that first 2 months why she was upset, but she was no longer upset. But after that, she didn't call me again and unfortunately there was 2 significant deaths in her family. Her baby sister passed away, and her husband's mother passed away within the same year. But I was the first person that she called. Again, like the last caller, I'm that person that, everyone calls for, if they want me to pray with or for them or, whatever like that. Or, if they need someone to listen to, I'm that person that they call. But in the entire year last year, I had this total breakdown of things that I've allowed in my life and from other people, and keeping a hold of their problems and really not praying for their problems to not stick to me, but they did. And I literally had the worst year of my life in 2017. Severe depression, anxiety, social anxiety, panic attacks, and things of that nature. And I'm still going through that. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not looking at the chat, but I just needed to, I guess I needed to talk this out tonight. It's crazy that you guys are talking about that.
Well, no, it's fine. I totally understand, because I went through, honestly and truly, and I never talked about, I went through the same thing. And it wasn't necessarily that I felt so traumatized by a friend. It was just that, somebody who presented themselves as a friend to me, to the public, and I knew he wasn't that much of a friend to me, did stuff outside, yeah, so we ain't gonna even go there. But I totally understand where you're coming from. But sometimes, just like Yana said, you got to make sure your cup full before you give it to someone else.
Before I give, and I just saw her say that the other day. I was looking through the, like the little clips that they show, and I saw her speaking to Philando Castillo, girlfriend, and I saw her said that to her. And when she said that, that like hit home for me. And it is crazy you said that, but I'm like, all of these years, and even Thanksgiving Day 2014, my mom had a stroke. She lost mobility of her entire right side, her dominant side. She visited my mom once. And the only reason that she did was because my cousin was here. And it was, to me, it was like she was doing it to act like, she was checking on my mom like the whole time. But at the end of the day, she wasn't. And it's crazy that I have friends that I just knew for approximately 18 years is how long I've been where I am now. But at the end of the day, they're closer to me than some of the people that I know all my life.
Yeah.
And they were in my corner all last
But that's
year.
why you have to pick and choose your friends. And like I was saying about relationships, sometimes even a friendship is like kismet. Y'all are meant to be together. It doesn't matter how long y'all have been friends or whatever. Like you could have just met somebody last month who, feels your spirit more so than someone you've known for 20 years. So,
But I keep asking God, and every day, and my mom has always told me, continue to ask God for discernment.
Yes.
She said that's the only way that you're going to be able to weed out the people that that's in your life for, just like you were saying before, for a reason, a season, or for a lesson or something, and or for life.
Right.
And those are the people that you're going to draw. They're going to draw towards you, and you're going to draw towards them.
That's true.
And you're going to feel that within your spirit, within your heart and soul. And she said, if you don't feel that, don't even call them. And she and her, as well as my sister, stop throwing that word friend around.
Yep.
Every time you ain't your friend.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that the hard way. And I mean the hard way. And I'm almost 40 years old. And I'm just learning to not allow myself to let go when people tell me different things. And I know that.
And here's the thing. And here's what I learned too, because people say I'm perpetually nice, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I do want to just say that you just have to learn when to walk away and say no, and and know who's there for you and who's not. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get those inklings, then you start like backing up from those people, and that's just
exactly.
And don't be apologetic for it, because it's protecting you.
Yes, and I think it wasn't just her that threw me into everything last year. It was just things that I was holding on to and wasn't I didn't have anybody to talk to because, again, just like the last caller, I didn't have nobody to talk to because everybody was coming to me, you know. And definitely I had. Well, I can't say that. I had God to talk to, you know. Yeah. And I don't mean to be spiritual because I'm not all deep like that, you know. But at the end of the day, God is my source, and He is my strength, and He's gonna give me everything I need. Amen. So when I decided, I cried and cried and cried about their relationship. But after a while, I'm sitting here like one day I was crying. And I just like, it was like something like hit me upside my head and was like, what you crying for?
What you crying for?
You know?
You got to think about all the good things.
It was like I was good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But I just had to call in on that. And then it was crazy about that Kevin Hart thing. And I'm like, his friend? But wait a minute. And I thought it was the chick too. I mean, and just like you said earlier, she had a lot to gain from the situation. And just the lawyer that she got, you know, everyone gets that lawyer 9 times out of 10 if you're guilty.
Right.
Or in between guilt and not guilty or something. You had something to do with it.
Right.
So when she did all of that, I'm like, yeah.
And that's what moved me to even do this video. Like, it's like, dang, you know, because it's so common. Like, the people who you think are the closest to you are the ones who are like plotting for your downfall, plotting to stab you in the back some kind of way. But I certainly appreciate your caller. Prayers to you and your family and your friend situation, and protect your energy and your peace. And, you know, I feel
sure
like you
will.
did,
just like you said, I need to burn some sage just because I talked about that tonight in the house.
Walk around, burn some sage, open the window. Child, don't even get me started. I do that so much. But thank you so much. I appreciate your call.
Thank you. You have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Caller 5182, you're on the line.
Oh my God, is it finally my turn to talk? Hey, squad.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, squad. Who am I speaking with? Excuse me.
This is Ellie the Peace Mentee. I watch you guys every night, but I never have a chance to call in because I'm like super busy. I work at a law firm and going to school. So tonight I'm actually free. I was like, I'm going to call Michelle. So I'm just so happy to finally be able to chat with y'all.
I've been trying to come through earlier, and I know a lot of y'all be like, it's so late. I'm sorry, but my days get, you know, it's like I'm always on the computer. And this is like the only time I can come through and say, hey. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no, but I love it though. I can't think of what it reminds me of, but I just the whole night thing with your view in the back, it's actually very calming. Like, it actually helps put me to sleep. I just kind of like listen. I most kind of fall asleep in between the streams because they do be late. But I think like the whole night thing is really kind of calming to me. So I don't mind it being at night. But before I ask my question, let me say this though. You and Josh almost ruined the real estate deal because let me tell you, me and my husband found this house that we love in Cumming, right near Lake Lanier, and I was so excited. The y'all got on talking that city mess, like, people who live outside the Beltway and blah, blah, blah. That's like a country bumpkin. I was like, baby, cannot move to Cumming. He was like, why? I'm like, Michelle and Josh say, ain't nobody doing nothing.
Don't let me talk you out of your, I'm going to stop you right there. And I know we off topic, but I'm going to stop you right there. Don't let me talk you out of your dream house. Because as soon as I meet the man of my dreams, I'm living way outside the perimeter. Y'all will not see me in the middle of the city. I'm letting you know that right now. Y'all can write it down and put it in the book. But yeah, if you marry, I'm just saying, it's just a simpler life outside the city is great. But if you are single, fancy, footloose, and fancy free, I suggest you move inside the city, just for us single people.
Yeah, when we lived inside the city, then I had my first baby last year, and it was really hard having like a toddler just living like in a city.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I just need something a little bit more quiet. So
you need some land.
And I was like, you know what? I said, when I get situated, I'm invite them up for a fish fry. Show them that we got something going on up in here for Fife County.
And we will come, honey. We will come and bring all kind of alcohol and libations.
But so my question is, first of all, y'all go to Papados near my job. My law firm is like right in Marietta off Windy Hill, and my partners and I, we go to the Papados a lot. I was like, no, what if I go in here one time and see Michelle and Josh? I'm gonna get them the biggest hug. Y'all really have become like
cousins in my head. But the question I wanted to ask is like, I know a lot of people talk about like in the city, like one of my friends is thinking about relocating here. And she was just asking me, what did I think about socially? And I was like, well, you know, obviously my social life has changed somewhat because I'm a mom and a wife now. But I also feel like a lot of people here seem to have like turbulent friendships. Like, I don't know if it's the whole, like the what the city has become in terms of like just a big entertainment district. Everybody want to be a reality star, and, you know, people do and say certain things to, you know, kind of move in certain circles. I was like, I don't really know. I said, but what I said to her was like, I feel like unless you have a family, I don't really know if I would think Atlanta is the best social, you know, place to go to, because it just seems like so many friendships are, everybody I know is going through like deep stuff with friends. And it's like, even me, it's like, I mean, most of my friends are outside the country or other cities, because I have an issue with like trusting people. Like, I just kind of like sit back and like, I have a lot of girls that I just go out and hang out with, but I sit back and watch how they are with other friends. And it's mad they come around and now you trying to like blow up their spot and tell their boyfriend is their husband. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'll never in life trust you. So it's like, I kind of find it really difficult to like,
but that's the point.
You know,
you gotta be careful
trust
about
people in this city. I don't know.
You got to be careful about those associates, though. Those aren't your real friends. That's why I always be like, I've never lost a friend. My friends I've had, look, I've named him DJ Coley C. He probably out there watching. I've known him since I was 6. You know what I'm saying? And now he's married with kids and stuff. And we talk all the time. I got like so many like roots in Atlanta that it's like, you know, I got my friend Christy, my friend Tasha, my friend Gwen. Like, it's like you have to have these friends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who I hang around, and I love Josh. Josh is my friend. I consider Josh my friend. But I have a lot of people around me that that I wouldn't say is my friend. You know what I mean? Like, we're cool. We can hang out. We can go drinking. We can go smoke a hookah every now and then, but we aren't friends. So that's why I mean, like, we toss that word around too loosely. We have a lot of associates. We have a lot of people that we hang around, but everybody, you know, doesn't deserve that title. So when you say, you know, there are a lot of crazy friendships, or, you know, I don't think those are real friends. Those are just people who are, you know, cause dissension within groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I would see how in your situation it would be too, because I mean, like, I consider you like a local celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I think that like in your situation, you're the plug. So people might want to get close to you because you're the plug in so many things. And then it's like, in my perception, I feel like, because I'm an attorney, I feel like a lot of people get close to me because they just wait for that day when they do something and they just like, I know a lawyer, and then they expect you to do it for free. So it's like, are you my friend just because like I'm a dope chick, or because you think that you got to get some free legal services? And so It's just, I don't know. So I was just sitting here thinking about it, like, dang, I was like, really, most of my like close friends that I would tell like deep stuff to don't even live in the city. Now, I did have one friend, but the only issue with her, she was one of those like real needy, demanding type friends, like one of those friends that like literally needed to talk to you like 10 times a day, and like it was so much that I literally just had to cut her off. But I will say one thing she had going for her is like, you know, she was really loyal or whatnot. But anyway, I'm gonna be a respectful squad member. I ain't gonna sit here and talk 45 minutes like Joshua I did the other day. I was like, Bill said the time of the 2 minutes. But anyway, cousin in my head, I just wanted to finally get to say hi. Really, let me just say, I think it's so great that like you really, you can tell, you know, people talk so much like, oh, Michelle helping so-and-so because she want to get on. It's like, Michelle's blog was doing just fine. But I think that like, it's a really good trait to have where like you really kind of want to, you know, help people and help, especially the fact that the people you're helping are people of color and you're helping them be entrepreneurs. I had someone just like you. I was working for other attorneys. I had someone just like you who came and mentored me, and now I have my own law practice. It's small, but I mean, it's mine. And so I see the beauty in people that's trying to, you know, help other people create legacy and create, you know, jobs for themselves. So I just think that's a beautiful thing you're doing. So keep it up and don't let nobody, you know, discourage you. And hello, squad. I'm so happy I got to talk to everybody.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. I certainly appreciate your call.
All right. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Michelle.
Thank you. Bye-bye. That was so nice. I'm only gonna take 2 more calls. I think I have 4 on the line, so don't. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna take all 4. Don't nobody call back. And these are 2 minutes apiece. 1782, you're on the line. No, I did not get my hair redone. It's still greasy, and I'm waiting on Derek. But how are you?
I'm doing fine. This is Paulette calling from California.
Hi, Paulette. How are you tonight? What were you
doing? I'm doing fine. And how about you?
I'm great. What do you think about this Kevin Hart scandal?
Look, I do not care that he got caught. Look, Nico's not going to leave him anyway. And the friend, we have no friends in life, is to be expected. Times are hard. He's coming up on a hustle. He messed up by trying to get money from Kevin Hart, and he should have just sold it to the media outlet. If you're not doing no dirt for somebody to videotape you, blackmail you, you have nothing to worry about. Keep your circle small.
I agree.
And that's all.
That's all you got to say?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Short and
let
sweet.
other people get on the phone.
Thank you so much. And I agree, he did the dirt, but they both did the dirt. But one is illegal, like I said. So,
but you can't nobody. But Anika wasn't gonna leave anyway. She's not gonna leave that gravy train. She been playing a side chick for years. Now she got the first spot, so she not going.
Okay, Tori. Thank you for calling. You have a nice night too. Thank you. Short and sweet. 1717, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Karen from Chicago.
Hey, Karen. How you doing?
I'm fine. I just joined your vlog. I'm loving every minute of it.
Oh, thank you.
And what you're saying is true. I had a friend for 36 years. I'm a gay woman. I hang around nothing but gay men. And at 19, this young man's mother was dying of cancer. Called me in her bedroom, held my hand, and begged me to watch out after her son after she transitioned. And I'm a woman of my word.
Mm-hmm.
After 36 years of friendship, I reached out on Facebook to find him. When I found him, he was living with his grandmother, didn't have a job. I said, come on, I got an extra bedroom in my home. You come stay with me. And I have an extra car so you can get a job. This man strangled me in my bedroom, threw me up against the wall, pulled out a gun, put it up under my throat, and told me, bitch, the next time I see you, I'm going to kill you. Had my cousin not been here, I wouldn't be talking to you on the phone right now.
Wow.
After that, he took me down, pulled me down 14 stairs, hit me so hard that my head hit concrete and I was knocked out. Let my Rottweiler out, sent my cousin across the street to get my brother, and he came back into the house and knocked me back on my couch. This is somebody I knew for 36 years.
Is this something
that we lived together?
Was he
from time to time?
Was he on drugs? What was the what was the?
I don't know. I was blessed to purchase my own home. I was able to buy my Jaguar with cash. I have a very good heart. I'm a Leo. I don't believe in liars and thieves. I will give you the shirt off of my back. In transition of him looking for a job, I was paying his phone bill. I didn't ask him to contribute to any food. All he bought was his clothes because my bedroom was furnished. And this man, I'm laying in my bed, and he just comes and puts his hands around my throat and drags me to the hallway.
Woo.
And
so
started strangling me.
So what happened to him?
He did. He got arrested. They charged him with the gun I had was my father's gun, and my father had just died from malpractice. So when the police came, they said, "Is this your gun?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Do you have a FOI card?" I said, "No." He said, I'm going to ask you again, do you have a FOID card? I said, no. He said, do you have a concussion? So they found the gun on him. He kept the gun in his pocket, and he's the one that called the police. So they arrested him for battery. When I went to get an order of protection, the judge looked at my throat, looked at my face, and said, this is not battery. This is aggravated assault and strangulation. So he served 2.5 years in jail, 4.5 years on probation, and I just got a letter in the mail today stating that the charges are going to stick, and now he's a felon. But I knew this guy for 36 years. So when you say friend and people throwing that around, just like Facebook, that friend stuff, those are strangers. They're not your friends. They're not your friends.
You're right.
And this man showed me he was not my friend. When I had to testify against him, I was afraid to even look at him. I stood all the way on the other side of the court. I couldn't even look this man in the eye.
So
I'm more of a...
And I know a lot of times you don't know the why, but was he like mentally ill? Was he on drugs? What was the reason?
I don't know. I have no... 2 weeks before it happened, no, the day it happened, 2 weeks before, he came up to my bedroom and he said, the last time I saw you, I was going to fuck you up. And I'm like, how could somebody come to your house that you offered to live there and say that?
Wow.
So I was on my way to the doctor. I called him and I said, what you said to me didn't sit well with me. And I think we need to part ways. So when I got home, that was what I encountered.
Wow.
Now he's out and I go to Twitter and the first picture I see is his picture. And the only question I asked was why? Because I have a private account. And he said, my head. And that's the only conversation I've had with him.
Wow.
But you have to be, if a person can't look me in the eye when they talk to me,
mm-hmm.
then they're trying to hide something from me. See, the eyes are a mirror to the soul.
Right.
And I'm a very universal person. So what I do now is I pray and I ask my ancestors, don't show me the facade that a person is putting up. Show me the real person. Because people are good at putting that facade.
You're right. You're right.
And if they can't look you in the eye when they talk to you, trust and assure they're hiding something from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing of jealousy. It's a thing of they still think that you're the same person from 10 years ago and you've grown and you moved on with your life and they want to talk and treat you the same way. And we all don't evolve at the same time. Some people just remain in the past. But I just could have my cousin not been here. I wouldn't be on the phone talking to you now.
Wow.
So my advice to anyone, people are not your friends. As my therapist, I suffer from PTSD from it. As my therapist told me, a person is lucky if they have one friend in life. They're very lucky because there's too much jealousy, too much ego, too much envy. And a lot of people that pretend like they're happy for you, they're not.
Right.
As long as you remain below their level, don't go a half an inch above, but below their level, you're fine. The minute you become at their level or above, now they begin to hate on you.
I just don't want to believe that everybody is like that. I just don't want to believe that everybody is like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
that's why I didn't let it make my heart cold.
Yeah. Right
now, I will give anybody the shirt off my back. No one has to steal from me because all you have to do is ask me for it. Right. I'll give it to you.
Right.
You know, you don't have to lie to me because my life is an open book.
Right.
So and you're going to get caught in your lies anyway. A liar can't keep up with that lie. So eventually they're going to tell on themselves.
Yeah.
So basically all I do is, like you said, I burn my sage. I have an altar with my African figurines, and I sit down and I meditate and I ask them for protection, and I go with the gut because your gut is your God mind.
And we'll lead you
And if
every
you
time.
listen to your gut, you'll never find yourself saying, I should have went with my first mind.
You're right.
But that first mind is the mind that you should go with.
All the time.
So I just wanted to say that I'm so glad that I connected with you through Kyle.
Okay.
Because that's how I really connected with you.
Okay.
And I saw that you were really a woman of your word. And you weren't about that bullshit that was going on. That wasn't even you.
Thank you.
At all.
Well, I certainly
and people,
appreciate
just be careful. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't like you. And on Facebook, when they say, what is the first thing on your mind? I'm sorry, but people spill their guts. And I'm quite sure they took a psychologist and said, what should we ask to really get what we want out of people? What's the first thing on your mind? And then there's friend stuff, friending people that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Strangers that you sit up and tell all your business to, put all your pictures, put your kids' pictures up there. So if your kid gets violated, that's on you. Your child didn't ask you to put their picture on Facebook. Your child didn't ask you to expose what school they go to, where you eat.
Well,
And here in Chicago, if I wanted to love you, all I have to do is say, Michelle just put down, she's at such and such restaurant. She might have a little bit of cocktail. So all I got to do is wait until the club closes and hide around the corner and grab her. People don't understand that. So, like I said, I'm glad I connected with you. I hope people are listening to what I'm saying. Stop putting your business out there. It's not everybody's business. Your personal business is your personal business. Stop exposing your whereabouts, what you eat. And this is in Chicago. Atlanta, I've been there. It's very slow. It's slower. The pace is slower than it is in Chicago. Here, I got to ride with my Rottweiler in my truck at night because they're more afraid of dogs than they are of guns.
I stay protected.
So I hope this touched someone, and I hope they stop putting their kids, their location, what they eat. Stop putting all that information out there and keep your circle small.
Exactly. Thank you so much. That was the perfect end
it was
to that.
Good talking to you, and you have a blessed day, and I say to you, so it is.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I always say my friend circle so small, it's like a dot. It's like a dot. Caller 6010. You're on the line. We got two more. I'm going to finish these calls, honey. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm another Michelle. So
yes, Michelle.
I actually caught your live kind of like in the middle. So I've been on hold for a little bit, but the previous caller kind of touched on something that I wanted to talk about, and it's in reference to people. You know, everybody says, you know, you have to kind of watch people, you know what I mean, before you actually let them in.
Uh-huh.
And it's true that sometimes people play the part, you know what I mean?
Yes.
They play the part enough, you know, to get in and to, you know, just gain and earn your trust. And a lot of times people aren't genuine in their intentions, you know, and I found that to be true because like you know, I'm very kind-hearted, I'm free-hearted, and I've had to learn over the years to kind of step back from that and not totally
abandon who I am, you know what I mean? And who I, just who I naturally am as a person, but to kind of just be more aware, because I've been burned, by friends who I really thought were friends. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person that, I do I feel you out first before I let you get in. So if you are in my inner circle and you're a snake, then you played the part pretty well. Mm-hmm. And that's just so disheartening to me. But it's been a learning experience for me. So now it's like I'm at the point where I've reached my capacity for friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that most of my friends are family. My mom, my father passed away like 5 years ago. My sister. But I've learned a lot in that process. But saying all of that, I don't want to cut myself off to the point where, I kind of miss out on good relationships.
Right.
And,
and I would say everybody needs somebody. You can't cut everybody out. You gotta stay open and stay alert. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, just be careful about who you consider your friend. Just save that title for, someone who has proven themselves to be worthy of it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you find that, and I hate to say it, but it's the truth. It's like we as Black women, and I'm in the DC area, so I'm not sure if the dynamic is a little bit different in Atlanta, but I just find that we don't support each other enough. It's just too much of the fakeness, fake support. We only want to be around each other and be associated and pretend like we care, like the other callers just said, just to kind of see where you're at. People want to see where you are in your walk and in your life, to see how they measure up, or, if they're close, if you're close to their level, and all of that stuff. It's just a competition. And I just think it's so disheartening that, when we should actually be in support of each other, because we have so many odds against us as Black women. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know. I'm working through that. So,
but I mean, a lot of you're right. You're right. I don't know. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the chat and my mind going this way. But you're absolutely right. Like again, I just think that as Black women, I don't know. People just take advantage of us, and it's a lot of kind Black women, and it's a lot of kind white women. At the end of the day, I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm rambling right now.
Yeah, but I know. But that was just it. It just kind of struck a chord in me, because that's what I've learned over the years. That and I hate to say it, but it's the truth. We can be our own worst enemy, because we are always in competition mode. We can't go anywhere without checking out the next person, and looking at them from head to toe to see what they have on. We're stuck in a competition mode that we can't even be there genuinely to support each other.
That's
and that's the truth. And a lot of us don't want to face up to that and to accept that this is a real issue in our community. So
that's true.
But yeah, you definitely have to keep your circle
small. And you just have to be mindful.
That's something I've learned. So
yes,
for sure. But I also wanted to say you're an inspiration, Michelle.
Thank you.
You're doing your thing. I'm proud of you, and just continue on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your call. I definitely appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right. Good night.
Okay.
Caller 2354. You the last caller. Make it good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Michelle.
Who am I speaking with?
I am fine. This is Lockheed from Texas.
Hey, Texas in the house. How are you?
I'm good. I've been following you for a while. I love your channel. Love you and Josh. I'm a small YouTuber, so you are one of my mentors.
What's your channel?
Huh?
What's your channel?
Lockheed Boss Lady C.
Okay. Like. Oh, I think do. I follow you? If I don't follow you, I'm gonna follow you when we hang up.
I follow you a lot, and I come on a comment. You said things to me. We've kind of come back and forth. I love your live, but I want to kind of quickly say something real quick. When I was younger, I found out I was pregnant, and when my good friends are known for years, like known for like a long time, I told her I was pregnant, and I was pretty young. I think I was 19, 20. My parents did not know. I was kind of raised in a military home. My mother and my sister called me, and they knew I was pregnant. I knew I hadn't told anybody. So I was like, okay, how did they find out? My sister-in-law told me, oh, just so you know, your best friend told me that you're pregnant. That threw my whole world off. I literally, to this day, do not trust too much because of it. I mean, I trust to a point, but it's like, I went to school with this girl. When I met the girl, she was pregnant. So I kept her secret. So fast forward years later, when I get pregnant and I'm a virgin, so like my family, it was a big deal. For you to go and tell my parents about it, it just, I don't know, it messed me up a little bit.
So how long did you ever forgive her for that, or are y'all still at odds?
I forgave her. I still talk to her once in a while, but our friendship had never been the same. We were really tight. Like literally when she was pregnant with her kids, I was there, whatever. I remember we kind of were pregnant at the same time, so it was kind of a bond thing. So when my parents found out about it and she told, it threw me. It was like, I don't want to say she was jealous. People coming around me, she was jealous, but I could not wrap my brain behind that. It's like, okay, we're women, we're smart, we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
To this day, I don't get it. But now it's like, to me, when I do like my whole, I see you do your live, I see you do your videos about different variety of things. So I do my live, my videos, I try to do the same exact thing. But today with the whole Kevin thing I'm thinking about, it brought back to memories of when I had a friendship that I thought was really tight. Right. I was really close to her, especially with a lot of things, and it blew in my face. It's like, it's really scary out there now.
Yeah.
So my so-called friends, you never really can trust. You don't know.
That's true. But I was just thinking, because y'all were so young, though, because sometimes if they're really your friend, they may do something that they think is in your best interest. So maybe telling your family at that time, she may have thought that was in your best interest, even though it was a violation of your friendship. Does that make sense? And I'm just thinking only because you were young, because when you get older, as a older woman, if a friend had done that, it'll be different. But as someone who was like 19, 18, if you were pregnant and your friend did it, I don't know. If the friend was, friends with the family.
I agree with that, but we kind of had a falling out before that, and we kind of just got back together. So to me, the timing was off. Like, we had a big falling out before that, then we kind of just got together, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and trust you with this. I don't really have anything in my life. I'm pregnant. Nobody knows about it. So when the parents found out about it, like, really, like, a week or so later, I felt like, okay, the whole rekindle thing was a fake. You were just, I don't know, trying to find something against me because you either were still mad at me or wanted to do some kind of vengeance, jealousy thing. I never knew to this day. I don't know. It was weird to me because I feel like I was naive. Like, oh, my friend with a phone, I miss you, got together, cool, blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden, bam, body, this whole slam out of nowhere thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's hard too. It's hard to trust anyway. When somebody stabbed you in the back, it's extra hard. And I say that even now. Like, I've had people I thought were my friends, and then I look back on it, I'm like, everything they did was proven to me they weren't my friend. And then I would forgive them and move on, and because it's like you can't control what I feel are wrong people, but in your case, that wasn't a wrong person. But at some point, you just have to decide, like, is it strike one, or do I forgive just because, you just have to, like, look at the signs too. So I don't know.
I'll kind of go back on the other comment and say, like, now my focus is my job, my career, focusing on my kid. My daughter just got accepted to college recently.
Oh, cool.
So how I represent myself to my daughter is very important to me. And then I have two boys. I have a son who is doing track, who went to Junior Olympics a year ago. I'm pushing for the Junior Olympics at the end of the summer. My focus now is my children's career. I have an older son who's going to be hopefully being a coach in a college football team. my focus is my children and my career.
Okay.
And my YouTube channel. That's it. You know, I don't really care about the so-called friends around me that used to be there. My family, as far as my sister, my mom, and, you know, my dad passed on 2011. So I feel like I'm stepping up as an older sibling and look after my family. And anybody who's there at the time, you know, when things are bad, when things are good, those are what I feel like the lawyers to me. Otherwise, I keep it moving. I'm just being honest. You know, I don't have time for the extra.
The chat wants to know, are you still friends with the girl who told on you now?
You know what is funny? She hit me up recently in my Facebook, Instagram inbox. And it wasn't like we was like digging deep. It's kind of like, hey, how are you? You know, blah, blah, blah. But we have not seen each other since my dad's funeral. That's the weird thing. And that was in 2011.
Oh, wow.
She came around, which I would say, as a friend, she did look out. When my dad passed, which was hard, she came around instantly. But after that, nothing. My mother says, you know, like, what happened to her? She asked me that recently. I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
I don't know why. She got married recently. I know that. But otherwise, I don't really see her. And it's crazy. We were so close.
You should reach out. You should reach out. I mean, you know, if you feel like that was really a friend, you know, since y'all did make up, yeah. Because my thing is, life happens. You know, you have you're married with kids. She got married. You know, you ain't got time to hang out with your girlfriends, you know, 24/7 anymore because you have your family. But at the end of the day, despite, you know, you talking at all, that doesn't negate that y'all was still friends, or, you know, I assume that y'all still were. So shoot, reach out every now and then and holler at her. Don't wait for your friend to call first, if that's still your friend.
Well, you know, I'm being honest with Michelle. We do kind of hit each other up every once in a while on, like, you know, her social media. And I don't have no influence for her, Michelle. I don't. With women out here doing our thing, women of color, I don't feel anything negative toward her. My kids are a blessing. At the time I was young, freaking out, like inside, I was 19, financially pregnant. My son is now 20. 20 years later, it's like both our kids are of age, having their own kids. I don't have a negative feeling towards her. I just remember that time the betrayal was so real because it's like, dude, I was there for you when you was pregnant, and then when I get pregnant, and I was like, Michelle, you have to understand, I was a virgin at 20. You know, I was raised in military homes. My parents, when they found out I was pregnant, it was a big deal. It was almost like I was 15 pregnant, if you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was 20. But to my family was like, oh my God, you know, because I wasn't out there like that.
I get it.
So for her to blow my whole world up, it just, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that story to the table because people don't talk about that kind of stuff. If they give a friend you 20 years ago, like, why don't they start talking? Something small, something big. This is a big deal for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand. But it's good that y'all were able to move forward because, again, as a older woman, do you look back and say and look like, you know, what if your son's friend came and told you something that he had a girlfriend, you know, at 19? So you got to think about certain situations like that. Like, would you look at the friend funny, even though he just, you know, violated his code with his friend? Or was it in your son's best interest to tell you because he may not have been able to handle the situation by himself? And that may be the way she was looking at your situation.
I mean, honestly, if it was like that, if we had just straight friendship and then I got pregnant, she was like, hey, I'm telling your parents, that's different. As I said before, we kind of had a falling out right before I told her this, and we kind of rekindled. But as soon as we rekindled our friendship, all of a sudden, she goes to tell my parents I'm pregnant. That's why I felt like, okay, are you trying to bring her in the bus advertising because you're jealous of me, or you really understood revenge thing? I can't remember what our friendship program was about. It's so long ago. But I do know I always feel like it was a revenge plot. I'm going to stack it one more time before we went together, even though we were rekindling our friendship. It was weird because it didn't make any sense. We were rekindling our friendship. We're all tight again. And all of a sudden, because my dad, when he got the call, he didn't know who it was because it was an anonymous call. She didn't say, hey, this is Mrs. Friend. I'm concerned. It was almost like, oh, Mrs. Pregnant, click. So do you understand where I'm coming from? My dad is a man, so he had no idea what was happening. My mother knew because of the number. Back then, it was caller ID. This was the 90s. So she knew what was happening. My dad had no idea. She was trying to set me up. And because of technology at the time, my mother saw caller ID. Oh, that's the Commission's friend right there. That's how it all came out.
So that's why I feel like it was a negative thing behind it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold it against her, but I know it wasn't like she's calling saying, hey, I'm concerned, Kamisha's pregnant, you might need to check on her. It wasn't like that. My dad said he got a call, like, hey, Kamisha's pregnant, quick. That's how it happened.
I get it. I understand. And I appreciate your call. You're the last caller. And as far as the Kevin Hart situation, let me just take it back to that. How do you feel? Do you feel that it's great for Kevin Hart's friend to be arrested and charged with extortion? Or do you feel like, you know, Kevin got what he got, he should have been outed, and it doesn't matter? Because my thing is, when it was about the money.
Honestly, I'm sorry, what I was going to say was, whether it came out for him or anybody else come out, it was bad for Kevin. But the friend, I think he broke a code. I'm sorry. For money, really, all that Kevin probably could have done for you in your future does not outweigh you outing out your friend for a little bit of change you got. Now you're going to jail. So does it outweigh? I don't agree. I think that what he did was wrong. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, Kevin wasn't right, but to be his friend and to do that, and now look at how your life is becoming now. You're in the papers for negativity. You're going to jail. I don't see where you benefited from that at all. It's not positive for you.
Well, I mean,
I think you should have kept his muscle.
Look, playing devil's advocate, if Kevin had paid him, then it would have been a moot point. My favorite word, a moot point. Could have gave him the money, and you know, the friendship would have been over, and he would have gotten money, and Kevin's, you know, nobody would have known about it, and we wouldn't be talking about it today. So it's all about the money.
But see, look, if Kevin's friend would have kept, if he would have kept quiet, everything Kevin would have got in the future, I'm pretty sure he would have threw him down, whether it been producing deals, acting side by side with him, whatever it was.
Well, I'm sure he's been quiet for a long time if they've been hanging out for 10 years. He know who all Kevin was having sex with in the first marriage and the second marriage. But anyway, I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that. Why say something now? It's been over 10 years. He knows something. Why say something now?
Because Kevin wasn't famous 10 years ago. Now he's famous, and I need some money. So I know you've been doing this for years.
Oh, well.
You know, I got access to the hotel room to set up the camera to get the footage. Like, if it had 10 years ago, if they had just met, he wouldn't have had all that access. So, yeah, I mean, why now? Because he can't. Because he could.
I agree with you saying, but either way, though, he still lost. Yeah. So was it worth it in the end?
Right.
No.
Right.
Well, thank you for Michelle. I'm sorry. I know you got to get up and you're left off. I hope you follow me and check out my channel. I know you do like the weight loss thing. I do a lot of health channel, walking thing on my channel, different things. So check me out. I would appreciate it.
And say your channel again, Lockheed.
Boss Lady C. Robinson.
Okay, Lockheed Boss Lady C. Robinson. I'm definitely checking it out tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Yes, see, I finished all the calls. I don't know why it's like a race. I said 5 calls. I think I took like 8 or 10. But anyway, you guys, I appreciate the exchange. I appreciate the conversation. Again, everybody who you think is your friend is not your friend. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel. Go to straightfromtheA.com. There's a link in the description box to the actual post. Kevin did respond. Well, didn't respond per se, but he was online and he said he was shocked about the entire situation. And yeah, so we haven't seen a mugshot yet, but he has been arrested. Again, the entire story is on the site, straightfromtheA.com. Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening to me listen. Thank you for listening to me vent. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I would show Biggie, but he's on the floor. Come here. Come here. And Biggie says good night. Say good night. Thank you, Naj. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the super chatters. Yeah, like this video, subscribe. Thank you, Sexy Sky Doll, Lenina, Zills, all of the moderators. Zill says good. Zill said, Biggie says good night. I'm saying good night, and yeah. See you later. Bye.